gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Shotsbypat, aka Shotsbypat Film. And I just want to say, before we get started in today's episode, happy holidays to everybody. Whether you're celebrating Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, or whatever festivity you're going to be getting into with your family, happy holidays to you and yours. So it's been a while since I've been here. It's been a very long time. I want to say it's been about 2 to 3 months. I think I got my head blown up because I was hyped over one of my videos going for 2-point-something thousand views. And then I got super hyped, but then I never really followed up with it. I had a giveaway video that didn't really do too much. So I think from the high to the low, I got a tad bit discouraged, but I was also really busy dealing with work because I got a brand new job, got another promotion since I've last spoken to you guys. So that's 2 promotions in a matter of 2 months, but 2 different jobs, but I digress. But within that time period, I've grown, I've learned a lot, I've studied a whole bunch more within this YouTube thing. I've spoken to a lot of people who's been on this YouTube journey a lot longer than me. Looked at some of my influencers that I follow all the time. So I think I'm back and I'm ready to get into the new year with a brand new mindset, and you're probably going to see me way more than you saw me before on YouTube as I start this or restart my journey into becoming a content creator. So no time like the present than to get into my winter EDC, which will cover me for the rest of this month of December into January of 2025. And it'll probably stay with me until I have a brand new EDC for the spring and summer. I previously recorded this episode back in October, but I still have footage from it, but I decided let's start brand new. Let's do something from the fresh start and let's go from there. So in today's video, I will go over my winter EDC. Now, the first thing I'm gonna talk about is my phone. The phone that I'm still rocking with is this. It is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now, I wanted to say that this was going to be a placeholder because I would be getting the 16 soon, but I decided not to. I actually got a brand new camera instead of the 16, but we're going to talk about that in another video. But the main reason why I did not switch from the 12 Pro Max, even though this phone is so outdated, it doesn't hold a charge, it still gets me to what I need to do. Still make phone calls, still send text messages, still can flow through social media. But there's one major reason why I did not switch from this to the newer phone. And it's because with this new promotion, I also got a brand new phone. I have a work phone, and it is the iPhone 15. It is last year's model, but it is still it's a company issued phone, but it's still a daggone good phone. And even though it's not the 16 or any of the 15 Pro Maxes, if anything were to happen to me or anything were to happen to my 12 Pro Max, I still have my backup, which is my 15. And that comes with me every day because I need it for work. I need it to answer emails, Teams meetings, look at my calendar, my to-do list. And you all know how much I love the to-do list. So I have all of that implemented here in my work phone. So again, if anything happens to my 12 Pro Max, I can switch over to the 15. And I do have privileges to use the 15 almost the same way as I would use my 12 Pro Max. The only thing is I just can't scroll through social media because it is a government issued work phone. But other than that, I can make phone calls, send text messages, send emails, and pretty much everything that I do on the regular on my regular phone. Now, being that my commute before, as you all may know, I used to have to walk to work. I was literally 5 minutes away. But prior to this job, I had another job in which I got promoted. And that phone that they gave us, because they did give us a secondary phone, was a Samsung. I can't remember which Samsung model because guess what? I don't use Samsungs. But I can probably show you some of the footage of that I recorded back when I had that phone. But throw that one out the way, 15 Pro Max, like I said. But now, because I have to travel on the train and I don't keep music stored on my phone, I have another device that I actually found, and I said to myself, if this works, I'm still going to use it. And that is my very old iPod Touch. And yes, it still works. Well, you can barely see it because it's like hard to focus on. Let's see if I can focus it manually. Yeah, it still works. It still works. has my old library. Now, I can't really connect it to iTunes, but it's fine because it has my old library of songs. Again, if you can't really see it, I'll try to do a top down, but it is what it is. But yes, I use this all the time, and it is a wired. I don't think I can't use Bluetooth on it because it's not compatible with any of the newer Bluetooth devices that I have that I'll get into in a second. But it's still very, very useful for what it is. And I don't have any wired headphones anymore because it's the old plug-in joints that they had, but the regular audio jack. So I don't have any of those plugs anymore, any of those headphones anymore. But what I do have are these. These are my Sony headphones. Now, you've seen these before. These are my Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. But what's the good thing about this is this. It came with the audio jack, which is right here. And I can plug this into the iPod Touch and I go about my business. I'm on the train, listening to some real old school music that I've had on my phone. I think the most recent album on there might be To Pimp a Butterfly, or it might be something else. I can't even remember. But it's a good mixture for me because when I'm walking to the train, I keep them on regular Bluetooth. I do not plug it in. But as soon as I get on the train and I lose service, I plug them up and I'm good to go. Now, not featured here is the audio jack that connects the two. I actually left my work bag in the office, and the plug that I use is actually in my work bag because I just needed to leave it there because I have to do a lot of running around this past week in my job. But what's so good, the audio jack that I use is the one that came with my Beats. So now, because of that, I can switch the music from my shoulder with the audio jack part that lets you switch music, pause music, and things of that nature. So it works perfectly. It fits right in like a glove, and that allows me to use and listen to my iPod Touch while I'm on the go to the office. Now, it's only about a 15 to 20 minute commute from house to office, but I can still get in a few songs that I want to listen to around that time. Now, when I'm in the office, I don't want to have a whole big set of headphones on me, so I go back to my AirPod Pros. Love those, use those all the time. When I'm in the office, they fit right in my ear and they're very inconspicuous. I sit in the back of the office. My office is in the back of the building. Not back of the building, back of my department. So I'm in the back, so everybody, you can't hear me. And when I have my music on, I'm listening to whatever I'm listening to, some podcasts, I'm jamming to whatever. As of right now, the most recent music, what am I listening to right now? I'm definitely listening to Kendrick Lamar's GNX. I've been listening to a lot of Christmas albums. I've been listening to a lot of lo-fi beats. I've been listening to, let's see, what have I been listening to on my Apple Music really quickly? Other than those three that I just mentioned. Also, I've been listening to a lot of country music. And also, Friday Night Lights is from J. Cole is finally on Apple Music, and that is my top 5 things that I've been listening to for the past few months or however time period. With that said, though, let's continue with the list of my EDC. I'm almost done. I most recently purchased a new watch. I had the Fossil smartwatch. I had the Apple Watch Series 6. I had another one from a different company. I still use the others, but I just most recently purchased the Apple Watch Ultra. Now, this is the version from 2022. They came out with the Ultra 2, but I love the Ultra. Like, I've slept with it the other day, woke up, and it was at 96%. By the end of the day, it was only at 61%. Now, I didn't have to charge it, because this is what I'm used to when I have my Apple Watch the first time. I wouldn't charge it every day. I would wear it, come home, leave it on the table, or leave it at my desk, and then put it right back on when I'm heading out. But now that I still have my Apple Watch 6, I can wear that when I'm going to sleep. It still tracks everything, and I just leave this on a charger, or I just leave it on the table and I just rock it with me. But I love it. It's the standard band, and it came from today's sponsor, which is Back Market. Now, if you're looking for high-quality refurbished Apple items, among other items, Back Market is the place to go. They had a very good Black Friday and Cyber Monday deal. I jumped on it and I was able to get me a nice Apple Watch, the Apple Watch Ultra just pictured here, for a very good price. And it was in excellent condition, by the way, as well. Their customer service is top notch. I was able to contact them to let them know that there was a minor issue with the charger that they gave me. They gave me a full refund on the charger so I can buy an Apple charger itself from Apple. So that is totally cool. But again, today's sponsor is Back Market. Thank you guys for just sponsoring this portion of today's episode. Rounding down the things that I carry with me, next up is my Ray-Bans Metas. As you've seen in the previous video, I love these. I'm able to record things. I can record me recording you. I can listen to music. I can take pictures. I can also get footage that I want when I'm using these Ray-Ban Metas. You've seen the commercials. You've seen a lot of other YouTubers use them, and they're perfectly useful. Next up, you've seen it before, Fuji camera. Carry this with me everywhere I go, which is so dope because one of my managers at work, one of my bosses, he's a big camera nerd, much like myself. So we sit down and we talk a lot about cameras. And I told him I carry my Fuji camera with me every day. So every day at lunch, take a few shots here and there just to keep myself motivated in shooting. I may not be doing video a lot, but I'm always shooting some type of picture, whether I'm using my phone, which is the 12 Pro Max, the 15, even this trusty guy has a camera on it, or more than likely I'm using my Fuji film or even the Ray-Bans Metas. So pretty much those are the main things that I carry with me. Now I'm not going to talk about the keys. The keys never change. I'm still using the Orbit key organizer. Still using the YSL wallet. Still have my car keys separately. But one thing I'm going to mention about my EDC is my smell goods. Now usually I don't mention that, but I purchased this vanilla 01 from Zara. They have an 02, and every time I want to go buy it, the line is like ridiculously long, so I always put it back. But that vanilla scent is top notch. It is amazing. They have a lot of other brands that have the vanilla scented cologne, Tom Ford being the most expensive one. I haven't pulled the trigger on those yet. I'd rather buy other things than to buy a $400 or $500 bottle of cologne. But this one right here from Zara, which is $29.90, I use that all the time with me. One sprit on left arm, one sprit on the right, spritz here, one at the back, and I'm good to go for the day. Another miscellaneous item that I carry with me, and I always have to come with me, is some Blistex. It is the winter time. It's cold. Let's get chap. Let me put some on right now. Perfect. Lips get chapped, so we need those to make sure our lips stay moisturized, and then we are good to go. So ladies and gentlemen, this was my winter EDC. You've seen everything that I carry with me on a daily basis. You didn't see my bag because the bag is the bag. But for the most part, from Monday to Friday, these are the items that I carry with me. On the weekends, I may not carry as much. I may not carry my work phone. I may not carry the Ray-Bans, but I'm definitely carrying my Fujifilm camera, and I'm definitely carrying one set of headphones, and I'm definitely carrying my 12 Pro Max. I may use my sling on the weekends from a Hex, my medium size one or my larger one. But either way, these are my everyday carry for the winter, heading into 2025. If I don't see you guys in that time, once again, enjoy your holiday season. All the best for the new year. And guess what? I'm back. Peace.